So what we have here is a linear inequality. 4x plus 5y is greater than or equal to 10. And they're asking us to graph this. And so this is in standard form. Standard form is ax plus by is greater than or equal to c. And so the easiest way to graph something in standard form is to find the x-intercept, which is where it crosses the x-axis, and find the y-intercept, which is where it crosses the y-axis, and then just connect those 2 points. So you find the x-intercept, find the y-intercept, and connect them. That's the easiest way to graph something that's in standard form. So let's try that. So first of all, how do we find those? Well, the x-intercept occurs where y equals 0. So I'm going to take my inequality, 4x plus 5y is greater than or equal to 10. I'm going to set y equal to 0, and then I'm going to solve this for x, and that'll give me the x-intercept, again, where it crosses the x-axis. So what I teach my students to do is to just basically put a pencil over the y, because you're setting it equal to 0. It's going to go away, or put your finger over it. I'm just going to scribble it out here, because we're making it 0. It goes away. So now we have 4x is greater than or equal to 10. I'm going to solve this by dividing both sides by 4. And what I get is x is greater than or equal to 2.5. So this crosses the x-axis at 2.5. So let's look at the x-axis. This has an x-intercept that's negative. That's negative 2.5. This one too. So this has an x-intercept of 2.5. This one has an x-intercept of 2.5. So it's either C or D. Now, if I look at the y-intercept, these both have a y-intercept of 2. So I'm guessing the y-intercept is 2. But let's just check it and let me show you how to find the y-intercept. So we're going to do something similar to what we did here. The y-intercept occurs where x is equal to 0. So I'm going to take my inequality, 4x plus 5y greater than or equal to 10. And this time I'm going to cover up or scribble out the x because I'm setting it equal to 0. And so what I'm left with is 5y is greater than or equal to 10. Go ahead and solve this by dividing both sides by 5. And so I get y is greater than or equal to 2. So just like I said, the y-intercept is 2. So the answer is C or D. So there's a couple things now. The only difference between these is the shading. But let me point something out real quick. When you're graphing an inequality, if the inequality has a line underneath it, meaning or equal to, then you graph it using a solid line like these. If there was not an or equal to line under this, so if it was just greater than or less than, then you would use a dashed line. And so just be aware of that. In this case, they're all solid lines, so we don't have to worry about that. But you might have a question where one of them is solid and one of them is dashed. So again, if it's got the line underneath it, meaning or equal to, then that means it is a solid line. If it doesn't, it's a dashed line. Okay, so the difference between these is which side it's shaded on. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick a point and we're going to plug that into the inequality and see if that point is a solution to the inequality. Meaning, does it make the inequality true? The easiest point to plug in is 0, 0. So if you can plug in 0, 0, that's what I would recommend plugging in. So I'm going to plug in, I think I can fit this in here. Plug in 0, 0. This is an x value. This is a y value. So when I plug those in to the inequality, so I have 4 times 0 plus 5 times 0 is greater than or equal to 10. That's just 0 plus 0. Sorry, that's a 10. So this simplifies to 0 is greater than or equal to 10. So what I did is I plugged in the point 0, 0 here. Sorry about that. I plugged in this point. And if that point is, sorry, didn't work. Let's try that again. So I plugged in this point, 0, 0. I'm looking to see if it's true or not. If it's true, then you would shade that side of the line. If it's not true, you would shade the other side of the line. So how do we tell if it's true? Well, look at this statement. Is 0 greater than or equal to 10? No. So this is not true. So not true. So that means 0, 0 is not a solution. And so the answer would be C. So since 0, 0 is not a solution, you shade the other side of the line, and that would be your answer. So keep up the good work, and pretty soon you will master the math.